Hey, what's up guys? This is Brian from Whisper Status 74. I am in the Waterbury Mall, Brass Mill Mall in Connecticut. And we did a couple videos of Sears and Toys R Us being closed. And I remember when the Brass City Mall opened, it was an old factory, and it actually in turn ended up closing out a mall in Naugatuck. Now what you're seeing in these places, driving school, a lot of empty stores. And again, what's always been interesting is one trend killing another. But seeing all of these empty stores in this mall, and what you're seeing is a lot of Dollar Tree. That's a huge part of the store that's closed. Now I'm fascinated by those abandoned videos. Dan Bell, and there's one called Abandoned. But I remember when this mall opened, it was packed. Now granted, I'm here in the summer, but it's more about it being empty in terms of very little to buy, and in terms of empty stores. Now if your local mall, go through your local mall and actually count how many empty stores that you see. What you'll end up seeing is several eyebrow places, which there's not busy, and then just literally empty. And I know the mall thought process is going away, obviously, but I haven't been in Waterbury Mall in years, and it's staggering to see this many stores empty. And it is really quiet. Usually there's that tacky music playing. But it's one thing when you have a few of these stores close. I mean, JCPenney's on its last legs. A few of these stores close, but they'll never be filled. And I mean, that was a store that has now been blocked off to be some vending machines. There's another empty store right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess there's about 15 or 16 empty locations, not counting what was on the top floor. And again, not really large name stores left. Footlocker. Now I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut originally, and in Bridgeport I remember there being the Hi-Ho Mall when I was a kid, which later was knocked out by the Trumbull Mall, which now is also dying. There's another empty store that says something is coming soon. Looks like an art exhibit, but that's a pretty big store. Maybe a New York and Company. So in lieu of strong stores, Captain Candy, discount jewelry. Now if any of you guys are familiar with old malls years ago dying, what would typically happen is you would lose the higher end stores and then take in just random stores. All in adventures. This is what they're trying to say is going to be the way now, like virtual reality. I mean, damn man, Payless couldn't make it. Making way to playgrounds now. So WoW used to be an arcade company. Man, it's literally just this tiny room. But you gotta go ahead and count that as another store that's actually empty. And any of these you see as displays are empty as well. I'm guessing that was actually an Abercrombie. And also, I'm not familiar with Shoppers World is, but I'm pretty sure that's also a discount. You get a dental. It's just sad, man. Now look, we're all guilty. ourselves, right? That's the third $5 shop, surrounded by all these phone stores and phone fix-it and jewelry. I mean, before malls die, they become these very discount-oriented places, and then they just die. Another nail place. So as a shopper myself, you know, countless phone stores. But as a shopper myself, there's absolutely no reason in the world to come in. Now that's the Sears right there. First floor, second floor. Barber shop, convenience store. Dead mall. Or at least dying. So why bother doing these videos? FYE used to be gigantic. It's really expressing how sad it is, as malls were a huge part of our childhood. A lot of us. Go ahead, girls. I saw a lot of movies in that theater. And it's not just the end of an era, it's just, yes, Amazon and things that we frequent every day. But I remember back in the day coming to these malls and browsing. We didn't have the knowledge we had back then as far as, you know, looking at release dates. We just kind of came and looked, and there was such an excitement about that that is just dead. Olive Garden, IHOP. I don't know how some of these are still staying alive, but yeah, so there's a Sears that's dead that you saw that one. That one's gone. There's also a a Sears tire one that's gone as well, automotive. And then now you're getting into, but I will say that the GameStop, this one was here back when I picked up my Dreamcast way back in the day. I bought my games here, a Blue Stinger, Soul Calibur, were all bought at that store. The Dreamcast itself was not. That was bought at a Toy Works in Newtown, but a lot of the games, the controllers, and memory cards were bought here. Another closed one. But check out those videos from Dan Bell. I think his name is Dan Bell. And the Abandoned Mall series from Abandoned. They're fascinating. Scary. Terrifying, actually, but fascinating. But I'm just sitting here talking to you guys as I always do. How many damn phone places do you actually need? Ridiculous. Verizon, AT&T. And there's a Burlington Cove. Those stores are actually doing okay. But I remember coming here not that long, well, I guess many years ago, but not as a kid, and this place was thriving. And now it'll be gone in 5 years. Another nail place. Alright guys, I'm gonna grab a little something to eat. There's your dead Sears. Thank you as always, everyone. Another dead mall. Take care.